To everybody that's worried about the find out stage of FAFO, where have you been living? My whole life as a early millennial, I haven't FA'd once, but I consistently find out.
Talk about how we should approach people expressing interest in leaving MAGA, expressing regret in voting for Trump.
Okay, before you go into all that, I gotta greet my people first. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by and supporting your girl once again on this channel. So, all credit goes to the creators in this video. And then, in today's video,
Informed by the profound sadness and loneliness of being isolated from people that I love by MAGA. Don't get me wrong, I struggle with an extraordinary amount of anger. I see voting for Trump as a betrayal of me, my personhood, any claim to love me, of my safety, because it is, because of the demographics that I fall into, and my hopes and dreams of raising a child in this society who, because of my genetics, will probably be disabled and need certain supports that the Republicans are trying to take away, yada, 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 yada. I've been angry. I want to scream. I've gone through the phases of just like wanting my family to know the bad things that this administration is doing and like what they voted for. And I've sent those texts and said, this is what these people are doing. This is what your vote did. Like, you hurt me. You continuing to support this hurts me, practically and emotionally. But the thing is, like, that doesn't get through to people, nor do just appeals to logic, because people are so deep into indoctrination that it's really, really, really difficult to have any kind of conversation about these things. Directly confronting it is no good. And then there's the other problem that even just trying to have moments of connection on like neutral topics gets harder and harder and harder, because the combination of Trump getting his dirty little fingers on different parts of society make different things like trigger topics that will be perceived as political even if they're not meant to be. And if you are known as the person who's like been brainwashed into being a liberal, and people will just like assume you're trying to be political when you're just expressing your objective experiences with reality. Like, thank God I live in a blue state and most people around me have a fairly similar understanding of the world and are a reality check and keep me from going completely insane. But yeah, having grown up in like the reddest area of my state, pretty much, in an area that is culturally part of like Northern Appalachia, my family, with which I've always had a very like intertwined dynamic, I've always been very close with them, we are being torn apart by MAGA. And this gets at the point that I want to arrive at, which is, I feel this way. I sometimes wake up wishing that I didn't know the things that I do, that I hadn't deconstructed my beliefs, because while on one hand I feel extraordinary shame for ever having thought that Trump was anything less than evil, and guilt and pressure to like fight to make the world better, and like profound relief that I feel like I'm a better person now. Like, I actually feel comfortable and confident in saying like, I think that my morality aligns with like the greatest possible good for a flawed human being right now. It's so hard being isolated from my family and my community that there are moments where I wish that I never changed, because it would be easier to just agree with them and to be blind to everything and to not be stressed about current events and to not feel isolated and not have these conflicts. And when people are coming to the realization now that I came to back in like 2017, that Trump is not a good man and Republicanism is damaging to the country, and that these deep red regions raise people in a very brainwashed way that like needs to be deconstructed. When people are coming to that realization now, they're feeling the turmoil and anguish and isolation and just like disintegration of the fabric of their social like reality that I'm feeling, without the time and wisdom and confidence and other connections to people built up over a period of many years who share, you know, their newly developing moral alignment. And so as angry as I know I have been, and like I've been tempted to say like there's no forgiveness for people who didn't listen and like FAFO, I don't think we can afford to trap people in the level of isolation that I'm experiencing with my family without the outstretched hand and mental salvation, emotional salvation of new points of connection. And people, I think it's a lot to ask of people to risk being ostracized by their community without offering any kind of grace. And again, I know that's really hard. Like, I am struggling with that. I struggle to forgive, but I'm starting to realize that like I think it's really necessary.
Well, you can't make this stuff up. Donald Trump has created a pathway to citizenship. Yeah, why don't we watch the clip, okay? Why don't we watch the clip and get all the amazing details?
We're going to be doing something else that's going to be very, very good. We're going to be selling a gold card. You have a green card. This is a gold card. We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million, and that's going to give you green card privileges plus. It's going to be a route to citizenship. And wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card. They'll be wealthy, and they'll be successful, and they'll be spending a lot of money and paying a lot of taxes and employing a lot of people. And we think it's going to be extremely successful. Never been done before or anything like this, but it's something that we're going to be putting out over the next, would you say 2 weeks out? You want to say a couple of words about it?
Sure.
Wait a minute.
So maybe I figured I'd plug this in. A new report as of September 9th, 2024. Report found that as of 2024, 46% of all Fortune 500 companies were founded by immigrants or their children. It is the highest level recorded since council researchers started tracking immigrant entrepreneurs in annual reviews since 2011. I just thought maybe I would share. I don't know, maybe these people would get a discount. You know? Is there a discount? This is insane. This is insane.
Yesterday, I had posted a video about my struggle with empathy and Schadenfreude for people who are in the FO stage of FAFO, and having genuine conversations with people who want to learn and people who want to leave MAGA and all that kind of stuff. And I used the farmer who's on the verge of losing his farm as an example. My bad. The more I learn about this guy and the more I see his videos doubling down on you are getting everything you deserve, buddy. You benefited off of Joe Biden's policies, and now Trump has taken that benefit away or put a pause on that benefit, at least in the interim. And you're on here. You have the audacity to come on here and ask for sympathy. Bro, you're not going to get it. And then you're doubling down, blaming everybody else except doing self-reflection. Yeah, you're not going to get any empathy. I hope you lose it. I hope you do lose your farm. And instead of taking the opportunity to maybe do some self-reflecting, realizing that you done fucked up, you're blaming everybody else. You're blaming everybody in your comments for being mean. Yeah. Thoughts and tariffs.
If you're a woman, please listen up. If you have daughters, if you're a wife, if you ever change your last name, please listen up. The SAVES Act, or the Safeguard American Voter Eligibility Act, has just made it through the House of Representatives. If this act makes it through the Senate, this will be an official law. This act basically means if your last name is not the same as the one on your birth certificate, if your ID does not match, you do not have a right to vote. Over 69 million women in the US have changed their last names. 69 million people will no longer have the right to vote. If this isn't Project 2025 coded, I don't know what is. Men will now be the head of household, meaning their vote is now the only vote that matters. If you go to congress.gov, you'll be able to keep up with the process of the SAVE Act. As American citizens, we should be terrified because this is not only impacting women, but this is impacting people all across the nation.
Could soon buy their way into the United States if they have $5 million. Donald Trump's new gold card visa plan would grant U.S. residency to the ultra rich while giving them a tax break that everyday Americans don't even get. Under this proposed plan, foreign millionaires could secure U.S. residency and a path to citizenship for $5 million. But the most controversial part, gold card holders wouldn't have to pay taxes on income earned outside of the United States, a perk that's not even available to us as citizens. Right now, U.S. citizens and green card holders must pay taxes on all income, no matter where it's earned. This rule has kept some wealthy foreigners from moving to the United States, but Trump's proposal would create a two-tier system where the rich get to keep more of their global wealth tax-free. Investor visas aren't new. Other countries have them too, but the U.S. version would be among the most expensive. Most other countries charge around $1 million for similar programs. Still, there's already interest from wealthy individuals eager to buy their way into American residency. According to Newsweek, Trump's Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick claims the gold card visa already has 250,000 applicants lined up. That's 250,000 wealthy people hoping to take advantage of this high-priced residency deal. The U.S. already has an investor visa program, the EB-5, which was created in 1990 to boost the economy through job creation and foreign investment. Trump's gold card visa could be an expanded version of that, but with extra benefits for the wealthy. So, what do y'all think? Would this visa bring in valuable investments, or is this just another way for the wealthy to play by different rules?
Guys, this is just another case of the rich getting richer. Just imagine 250,000 applicants already, and I'm sure there will still be more than that. Americans, let me know, is it worth it? America, the land of opportunities. Is it still the land of opportunity? Let me know in the comment section. And then again, this safe, is it really going to affect women in the nearest future and their voting? Because women that have changed their last name to their husbands after getting married, and their birth certificates, the surname on their birth certificates doesn't match with the last name on their ID. Do you guys think these women will be stopped from voting, or do you just think an extra form of verification will be required for them? I mean, that makes more sense, right? And would that not just make the whole voting registration complicated? Oh, FAFO. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I want to hear from you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Please don't forget to stay safe. Ciao.